Hello everyone, it is Tsuki and we are back here in Vesper Bay because we're going to be doing some more stuff on the Let's Play finally. I've actually taken like kind of a little break, like all I've really done since clearing 2.0 story so far is finished up the Bard questline for 2.0 as well as ranking up in our beast tribes. So yeah, that's really all I've done. I think it's time to start tackling this huge mountain of stuff we can possibly do. And the first thing that I feel like we should do, which is pretty appropriate, is actually fairly optional. In fact, it's probably not even a good use of your time unless you actually want it, and that is starting the Relic Weapon. Now, I'm probably just going to do the first handful of steps to get us to the Zenith step, and then I can just, use the knives as glamour purpose. I'm probably not gonna do anything past that because anything past that is extremely time consuming. But considering that the questline takes us through 5 trials, which I want to do anyway, it seems logical to just start off with this first. So that's what we're gonna do. And you start this off here in Vesper Bay talking to Nedrick. He also has is this Lost City? No, this is Amtor Keep. But we'll do that later. The Weaponsmith of Legend. Oh yes, Rowena is quite infamous to all of us who have reached level 50 and beyond. Oh, how simpler were the times when you got to 50 and you just went and unlocked Wanderer's Palace and Ampor Keep, and then you started working on your relic weapon, and that's all you had to do. Now there's like a dozen plus dungeons and trials, and there's 5 patches worth of stuff before you can even get to the next expansion. Just so much stuff. Everyone, oh look, you changed your outfit. Yes, Geralt. Yeah, so Rowena likes to change her outfit a lot. Like, she's worn a multiple different outfits. I don't know if that actually changes what she wears in cutscenes that she appears in, because if you do finish the entirety of the Zodiac Weapon, you do get some more story between her and Geralt or Geralt. I think it's Geralt. Honestly, no one ever says his name in the game, so you just have to go off of pronunciations. Which, when it comes to names, it's tough, especially in a fantasy game. But yeah, but she does show up in a handful of cutscenes throughout this particular quest line, and some other quest lines too, I think. She might appear in the Anima questline, which is Heavensward version of this weapon. Oh, there's Gertab. It's the A rank. Let's hope it doesn't kill me. Well, I'm actually level 52, so it wouldn't immediately kill me. In fact, I could probably solo it if I wanted to, with my Chocobo. It would probably wouldn't go very well though. It would take forever if I just didn't like die. Promise of payment from Moena. A Relic Reborn is now available from Geralt's. And it's just telling you can only work at one weapon at a time. Looks like we get the Yoshimitsu daggers, right? Yep. And that's what they look like. They're basically the same thing that you saw Oboro using, I'm pretty sure. Well, drown me in wine and call me a Moogle. Okay. Okay. Please don't tell me to go find you a bunch of baskets. So there's actually like this first step of the relic weapon has quite a few steps to it. Like I'm pretty sure he's sending us to go find it, right? And usually they'll send you to one of a few random spots depending on the weapon you're trying to make. Usually it's deep within one of the Beast Tribe areas. In this case, it's in the Sapsa spawning grounds where the Saugans are. Then you have to go in there, you have to, you know, find it. It's usually just tucked away in a corner surrounded by a bunch of stuff that's almost always going to aggro you. So basically just have to fight your way through that. You take it back to him. I'm pretty sure he has you, I don't know the exact order of the steps, but he has you kill like 3 sets of 8 different types of enemies that are usually again in some sort of Beast Tribe area. He'll have you grab some crafted dagger that has 2 different grade 3 materia melts into it, which it's not too hard to make nowadays, but considering that the only reason you have is to get them is for this quest, it can be particularly expensive on the market board depending on if crafters are trying to have a piece of that market. I was just able to make myself them, so it didn't cost me anything. Oops, not here. And then he'll have you do several trial fights. Like he'll have you do Chimera first, I believe, and then at some point he'll have you do Hydra, and then he'll have you do the hard mode versions of Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan. And Titan hard mode was a huge pain in the ass for a whole lot of people back in the day. Many people have gotten stuck on Titan hard mode. I think a lot of it too had to do with the fact that there was genuinely some sort of latency issues with the game, and they ended up sorting those out in like patch 2.1 or something. But there were some latency issues, and basically if you get hit with Titan's attacks, it will almost either kill you or knock you off the arena, which kills you and makes it so that you can't get revived. So it caused a lot of problems. There was a lot of people who had a lot of trouble staying alive in Titan. Titan was the first real roadblock for a lot of people. Nowadays it's probably not even that difficult, just everyone's super geared, and even if 1 or 2 people do die, it's not usually enough to really cause a wipe. But we'll see. I haven't actually done Titan hard mode in a while. In fact, there's actually some sort of story quest in like 2.5 or something, 2.5 maybe 2.4, something around those lines, where you have to go back and do Titan hard mode for some reason. It's bizarre. Why? I feel like they just added that in, like they just added a flimsy story reason as to why you have to go back and do Titan hard mode, just so that there'd be an excuse for veterans to go back and help newer players get through it as well, to populate that queue. Obviously nowadays it's only going to get populated by the trial roulette, almost certainly. But other than that, there's really no reason to go back and do it. In fact, you could probably just unsync Titan hard mode if you really wanted to get old weapons. You just have to be a little more geared in order to do it on your own. Although, I don't know if you could. Titan might be one of those fights where you just can't. Actually, I don't think the jails do that much damage. We'll see. I like how if you've never actually done it, then I'm probably just talking a bunch of nonsense. You don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, we got the dagger, so here we are back at Girls. What's the next step? Yeah, here you go. I don't know if you can hear that train, but I sure can. Yeah, so this is the part where you need the crafted item, and you need to also slot it in with 2 different grade 3 materials. It's different depending on which weapon you're going for. In my case, it was the Vampire's Knives, which needs Heaven's Eye Materia 3, which I had all the materials I needed to make it on my character already, so it literally cost me nothing. I like how he's just hammering away at an anvil with nothing on it, but okay. Need some Illuma salts. This is where you send us to go kill Chimera, right? Yeah, the Dorme Chimera. And yeah, these are actually unlock the Chimera and Hydra fights. So we already fought like a normal Chimera at the end of Cutter's Cry. And this is just basically a beefed up version. I say beefed up, but it's actually probably going to be much easier to kill than Cutter's Cry version, because everyone's just going to be super geared or super over geared for the fight. But I might have to do some shifty editing here, because it's probably going to take a while to get into each one of these fights, if I'm being honest, just because, again, there's really no reason to go back and do them. So the only way you actually get people to join your queue is through the trial roulette. So it's questionable how long it'll actually take us to get into Chimera. And then on top of that, we have another obscure trial that almost no one does, which is Hydra, and that's later on. Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan have some more plausible reasons for you to do them, but again, it's probably gonna take just as long to get through those. So who knows? I guess there's really no avoiding having to edit this out in post, which more work for me, but less waiting around for you. So I don't even have anything I can possibly do right now while I wait, huh? Like, I already did all my Beach Tribe quests. Beach Tribes are actually going to reset, like the daily reset is in 10 minutes, I believe. So that's when Roulette's resets, that's when your Beastman Tribe allowances reset as well. You know what I can do? I can go unlock some stuff. That's what we're going to do. Let's go unlock some stuff. Let's go unlock some stuff. We already unlocked Wanderer's Palace. I'm not gonna go pick up a bunch of stuff. Like, I literally could just pick up like every single thing I can and just do them. I do want to kind of go through things kind of systematically, not just pick up everything at once and flood my journal with stuff. So we're just gonna stick with the stuff you can do, or you would have only been able to do in 2.1. So that's Hawk Manor hard mode, which is you, right? Here you go. The Hawkhead Manor, was it? actually really like Hawk Manor, and Hawk Manor hard mode was a lot of fun, although it causes a lot of problems nowadays, but we'll get to that when we actually get to it. And then the other dungeon you can do in 2.1 is Copperbell Mines. Now some of these do have some interesting reasons as to like why you're going there, but for the most part it's just a very like generic reason, almost like, oh yeah, monsters flooded this area that you've already been to before. Go ahead and go there. The unique dungeons usually have interesting stuff about them, which the other dungeon you can do, because back in the day we used to get 3 dungeons. Yeah, now we only get like 2. And then in like the odd patches we get 1. So we used to get 3 dungeons per patch, but then they changed that so they could work on other side content supposedly. And the other dungeon we can do is Faerie. So Mimidoya is the Lalafell we talked with back when we were trying to get the corrupted crystal to go into the Howling Eye to fight Garuda, and he's the one who went with us to the Isles of Umbra so that we could find out what the problem was over there, because there was sightings of like ghosts and stuff, and we found out it was a siren, and now basically we're gonna go fight the siren again. That's basically the reason why we're going back to Faerie. We're actually gonna climb Faerie rather than just hang out in the Isle of Umbra. And Faerie is actually a really cool dungeon. It was also very difficult when it first came out. So difficult, in fact, that I'm pretty sure it's the only dungeon that they have actually nerfed. Like, they went back and nerfed Faerie at some point because it was just too difficult for some people, I guess, which is kind of funny. The music in Faerie is really good too. Yes, that was me, in fact. Alright. Let's head to the Isles of Umbra. What if I didn't have 40 guild to ferry over there? What then, huh? Oh, and I guess we can go unlock Amdamor Keep as well, since that's technically a 2.0 dungeon. If we're actually gonna try and go in order. Alright, let's head back to Gridania so we can unlock Hawk Manor hard mode. Wait, didn't I feel like the person we talked to said he was gonna go turn himself in, but considering that we're going to go talk to him, I guess he didn't, or he got let go, or they didn't find him guilty, even though he neglected to tell anybody that his master was murdering people and mutilating their face. No? Who are we going to talk to? Who is this? Yep, I thought so. He's still sitting there at that bench. Also, we can get rid of this jerked beef. Making me want beef jerky. Get some high quality raptor stew. I just picked these up off the market board. They were really cheap for some reason, so I picked them up. In fact, I can probably go check the market board again and see if anyone put up really cheap food. Yep, you're still sitting here on this bench in the rain too. paid visit to the Wood Whalers and told the tale of the strategy and the gardens. So, okay, well you recap. I guess no one blames you. I mean, it's you didn't technically commit the murders, but you also neglected to share this information, which could have led to plenty more murders. So, you know. Man, you just lead a very miserable life, huh? You're just gonna sit here on this bench in the rain? Okay, I mean, that's fine. You do you, I guess. Oh, hey, look, the Chimera. Look at that. I can't wait to beat the Chimera in like a minute. The Chimera is actually like really easy. It used to be kind of difficult when we were like really low geared, like item level 60. But nowadays, what, we cap out like item level 130 at like level 50-ish. I'm just gonna skip this. And also, it's like there's like a cheesy way of making this fight really trivial, like one of his mechanics. It used to be that, you know, you'd silence or stun his different voices, but because of how his how do I word it? His attack goes off. If you bring him to the hill, like it goes off of like the x-axis, right? So if you bring him to the hill, it actually makes it so that he doesn't actually hit people with it. But even then, like you see, we're not even doing that. We're not even taking the effort to do that. We're just gonna kill it here, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal. He has one attack that will paralyze people. He has one attack which will put freeze on people, I believe. And then he'll drop puddles. Okay, that's not nice. Ooh, I just silenced that by complete accident. That would have put like freeze on a bunch of people. But honestly, I don't even think it does that much damage that you probably could just heal through it. Okay. Okay, well that paralysis messed me up quite a bit, but it's dead. Why am I getting cleaved right now? That's what I want to know. Dungeon Siege. I like how I got Dungeon Siege from killing a trial. That was nice. Oh, I forgot to give out commendations. I like how we spent like way more time actually waiting for the queue than actually doing stuff. Let's go back to Geralt. That's in the North Route. Actually, we can just take an 8th right there. If we cannot get stuck on a signpost. Penny pinching all the gill. I guess it'd be gill pinching. Gill pinching? your tab's still there. Alright, Geralt, I got your salts. That's very nice. Oh wait, it's gonna send us to Amtapor Keep. I forgot about that. Yeah, we actually have to go to Amtapor Keep. I'm pretty sure to get this literature that he needs. Or basically, Rowena has the literature we need, but she wants us to go to Amtapor Keep in exchange for it. So that might have to wait until next video because I don't even have Amtapor Keep unlocked right now. So yeah, talk to Rowena's and Revenant's Toll. She's gonna send us to. I'm almost certain it's gonna send us to Amtapor Keep. Forgot about that. Like, I actually forgot that you go to Amtapor Keep. So yeah, that's weird. I figured, I kind of figured you would do the enemy killing first, but I guess it's what's the order? We went and got the weapons themselves in some remote location. Then we came back. He told us we needed alumina salts or whatever, and then we went and got those from killing a Chimera. And then he's going to send us to get literature. So Rowena's going to send us to Amtapor Keep, and then we're going to get the literature. He's going to tell us to go kill a bunch of enemies with it, and then that's not going to be enough. So he's going to tell us to go kill a Hydra with it, and that is enough. But then he needs a bunch of stuff from the 3 OG primals, and we have to do that in hard mode. And then that's it. That actually earns us the weapon. So there's quite a bit of busy work. Got Amtapor Glyph. What's it say? In order to gain access to Amtapor Keep, you must complete the quest Ghosts of Amtapor, which is we saw earlier in Vesper Bay. So I mean, we can unlock it. Hold on one sec. I know every time I exit out, you lose game audio. Yeah, we've already been going on for quite a while, so. Amtapor Keep. Wow. I actually really enjoyed Amtapor Keep back in the day. And it's a good thing too, because you had to do a crap ton of them back in the day. There were no roulettes of any kind back then, so when you needed to cap your mythology, you did it doing either I don't even think you got mythology from doing hard mode primal, so basically your only options for capping mythology were doing coil or doing Amtapor Keep. I don't even think Wanderer's Palace gave mythology, or if it did, it gave less mythology. I think people did Wanderer's Palace more for philosophy, and then they also did speedruns of Castor Meridinium, which I wanted no part of because that dungeon is, especially since I was back. That was back when I played on PlayStation 3, so all those load times for all the cutscenes and loading out of the cutscenes was absolutely torturous for me. Playing on a PlayStation 3, among all the other torturous things about playing an MMO on a PlayStation 3. So this should be yeah, in the South Shroud. Next to Camp Tranquil. Well, it's kind of halfway in between Camp Tranquil and Quarry Mill, so take your pick. Oh, this mountain's so adorable. I kind of hate how I sit on it though. Like, I like how on my other characters, I actually like wrap my hands around it. like, I wrap my hands around it while riding it, but when I'm not, when I'm just standing idle, I look bored as hell. I look like I want to die when I'm just sitting on it idle. I just look like I want to just like off myself. Just like, okay. Maxine, hello. Yeah, I don't know why we're here, but we are here now. So let's see how long it would take. Amtapor Keep. 16 minutes. No thanks. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the video here. We'll do Amtapor Keep next time. And probably fit in more of the relic quests. I can't jump on these pieces of rubble to sit on them, which was what I was planning to do, but I can't. But anyways, we'll probably do Amtapor Keep next time with more of the relic quests, and we can probably fit in Hydra in there as well. And then we can probably just do all three of the hard mode primals in one video, maybe. I guess it depends on the wait times. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you all for watching. We're gonna be focusing on this relic quest for a handful more videos, so stick with that. And then after that's done, we'll figure out what we do. Maybe we'll start on the story, or maybe we'll do Pharaoh Sirius and Hawk Manor and Copper Bell mines like we're kind of unlocking right now. So we'll know. Who knows? Who knows? We could do anything. We could start Crystal Tower. That's another thing. That's another long unlocking thing to worry about. We could start Hildebrand for a funny side story quest. There's a lot of trials locked behind that as well. So, anyways, lots of stuff to do. We'll figure it out when we get to it. But until then, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Sayonara. Bye bye.